A league of their own was the only choice that black baseball players had in this country before Jackie Robinson broke the color line in 1947. And what leagues and teams they had: the Kansas City Monarchs, the Homestead Grays, featuring the likes of Smokey Joe Wood, Buck Leonard, and Satchel Paige, among many other all-stars. But as Martha Teisner tells us now, the black baseball leagues did not fade away. They are alive and well and living in small-town America.
On Sundays at the Rafting Creek Baptist Church in Rembert, South Carolina, certain people, Greg Gardner among them, give their hearts to Jesus in the morning and to baseball in the afternoon. It's a well-known fact, acknowledged by the preacher.
And I appreciate you all so very much for waiting until after the benediction to go to the game.
If you drive through Rembert and on down Route 521 on any day other than a Sunday or a Saturday, you might not even notice the muddy parking lot or the tin fence somebody started painting and then stopped. You wouldn't see Wesley Gardner, Greg Gardner's uncle, laying down the chalk lines.
Great day for us, great day for us. Great day for baseball.
You might never discover that in 1999, more than 50 years after Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball, a black baseball league is alive in the rural South.
Let's go, guys. Let us pray.
And you might never make the acquaintance of the 521 All-Stars.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Driving on Highway 521, I saw this ballpark once, and it just looked so unique and so real and so authentic.
Photographer Byron Baldwin happened by on a game day. He stopped and asked if he could take pictures. That was the beginning.
And it was about another year later before I was able to get back here again. And the more I photographed, the more I viewed what was going on, the more I felt this was really special.
You know, to me, what seemed most special was that it was not only a story of baseball, but it was a story of community.
Baldwin's friend, writer Fry Gilliard, agreed. Maybe there was a book in what they saw.
It was a story of people who cared about each other, who were linked to a sense of place and a sense of tradition.
Baseball runs in families around here. In the 40s and 50s, the Rembert team was the Dennis Rockets. It belonged to Leroy Dennis's uncle. Leroy played first base. When his uncle died and the team fell apart, he got talked into starting the 521 All-Stars. Being a team owner means losing money most years. And whenever somebody hits a foul ball, Leroy Dennis has to go find it. Did you ever have dreams of playing in the major leagues?
Oh, yes, I did.
And?
Just for dreams. Just for dreams.
So where does owning this team fit in those dreams?
It's sort of like I picture this team as my Yankees. I always loved the Yankees. And last year, the run the Yankees had, and we had a run similar to their playoff run, and so that was one of the biggest dreams, biggest satisfaction of my life with this team.
The players don't get paid. They all have other jobs. So satisfaction on the field is important. The 521 All-Stars won the league championship, as they did the year before. But ask anyone on the team, last year's win was special because of what happened to Harvey. Harvey Skinner was never the best player on the team, but he might have been the best liked. At the beginning of August, when things were going badly anyway for the All-Stars, Harvey Skinner, age 35, died of a stroke. The All-Stars dedicated their '98 season to Harvey.
I had no way of knowing that the season that we would pick to write about would turn out to be as dramatic as it was. They started out with 20 wins in a row. And then they slumped toward the end of the year. Well, one game from elimination from the playoffs, but rallied to win that. It was a great season to write about, even though it was tinged with sadness.
When it was all over, they had won 32 games. 32 was Harvey's number. That championship summer, the two white guys dreaming of a book came to just about every game the All-Stars played.
I don't even think about the black-white distinction anymore. It never occurs to me. I mean, these are the All-Stars, and, you know, we're just part of their fans now.
You gotta hit when the spirits say hit.
There was a time when they weren't allowed to play in leagues with white people, and so they created their own tradition. And this is an extension of that tradition.
You gotta hit, oh Lord. You gotta hit when the spirits say hit.
As comparable white leagues have died out, they have welcomed a few white players into their league if white players want to play, but it's still their tradition.
Good cut, that's good cut. You wait on your head in that now. Come on, baby, lock it on it now.
It is the generosity of this tradition that keeps Alfred Thompson driving 2 hours down from Charlotte every week to coach, even though he is in a wheelchair.
Let's go away now. You the man, big guy. You the man, baby.
He was a star member of the team until February 1996, when a train hit his truck at an unmarked crossing, leaving him paralyzed from the waist down.
As soon as that summer came, I was just back down here, body cast and all, you know.
Body cast and all?
Yes, ma'am, I had a body brace on.
And what did that do for you, the fact that you knew you could come back?
Well, it just, like I said, come around the people and everything and join everybody. They welcomed me back, you know, and just being out amongst them, you know, I guess that was the main thing. I guess that what gave me the drive to keep on going.
Thank you, fans. Thank you, fans. Thank you, fans. Thank you, fans. Whoa, I thank you, fans. All right, all right, all right.
At first, when Alfred Thompson tried to convince Kevin Lipscomb to make the trip from Charlotte to play, he resisted.
I said, how far is that from Charlotte? He said, 108 miles. So that's too far to play baseball. So I went down one time. I came down one time and I was hooked.
Why?
Well, the fans, the community. I mean, you have people open up their house to you, let you stay with them, wash uniforms, and they just treat you like you're some type of celebrity.
As happy as people were to see Byron Baldwin and Fry Gilliard take an interest in the 521 All-Stars, not everybody was convinced that a book really would come out of it.
We've been working hard all winter, and it was a great season you had last year.
But sure enough, by the time this year's season got started, there was a book. Byron Baldwin could hardly wait to show a preliminary copy to the 521 All-Stars.
There you go. Right. Yeah.
I love it. I love it because I always look back at the dreaming at playing in the major league. I never got that chance, and when I can look and sit down at home and look in the book, I can say, well, that's my major league game.
There you go. Don't start it right there, bro. It started right there. That's for my kids. They can always say, this is what Daddy did. You know, this is something that can be passed down. For me, it was real special to see myself. I'll always live forever in that book.
This year, the 521 All-Stars are talking about winning the championship for a third time in a row, something not one of the 20 teams in the Gamecock League has ever done. Ed Mickens, the one with his back to the game, has already claimed bragging rights.
Now I'm gonna be the first team ever winning 3 back-to-back. 3 times.
The 521 All-Stars won all 3 of the games we saw them play. Watching them, you tend to want to make some lofty statement about the meaning of life. I can imagine what they'd say. Being in a book isn't bad, but playing baseball is even better.
A talk with David Martin about Kosovo next.